Now that the land of the Dene was becoming more established, First Woman decided that they needed to build more permanent homes. You know, at first they had been living in caves, in rush shelters, in dugouts. So she decides to interview the insects, the birds, and the animals to get ideas to design a new home. Rather than just start from scratch and try and figure it out herself, she knew that others had ideas that would be beneficial. So she didn't just have to tackle it alone. You know, she could go to others who had homes and get ideas from them, innovate from those ideas, and come up with a home that would work for the first people. Home is so important. I cannot begin to emphasize what my home means to me. It provides shelter, it provides safety, it provides security, it provides a sense of belonging to the earth. It's a place where love and peace and compassion and understanding can abound. You know, it's a place where respect and esteem are valued. It's a place where I can fulfill my dreams and actualize my projects. It is just, I can't even begin to say what it is other than seated at home, behold me, lo here, the holy place, which is from a Navajo prayer. And I have been very, very fortunate that my husband found a home that is just perfect for me. I always wanted to live by a stream, and I live next to Willow Creek, and there are all kinds of wildflowers and plants and trees, all kinds of birds. Every day I see a variety of birds, you know, robins and magpies and finches and other birds flying, you know, from tree to tree. You know, it's near hiking trails, and so there are miles and miles of hiking trails. And when I walk, I pray and meditate, and that's why it's so important for me every day to spend time in nature, because that's how I connect, you know, with the spirit world. Without prayer, my life would not be filled with the joy that it is, the peacefulness, the serenity. And so I'm very, very thankful that my husband took the time to find the most perfect home I could ever ask for. My grandson Cooper says it's cozy. It's not big, but it's cozy, and it fits many. You know, when my grandkids and oldest son and wife moved here to Denver, they stayed with us for 10 weeks, and I didn't even want them to leave. It was such a wonderful, wonderful time to have my son, my daughter-in-law, my 4 grandchildren here in our home. And so I'm very, very thankful that we were able to do that. My home from when I was little was also so important to me. You know, we had a one-room house. We had my mother and my father, and there were 7 children, but at the time I was the 6th. And we lived in a one-room house. And people think Navajos, you know, might be dejected or depressed because they walk with their head down, but that's not the reason at all. We learn living in a small space that by looking down, it's a way of giving people privacy and respect. And so we never felt crowded at all. We spent most of the day outside playing and having fun. My first memory of myself is my mother had made us kites out of magazine paper, and my brother and I were flying those kites around the yard, catching them, and Windy Boy helping us. And that's what I remember about our home. We built it from scratch. My father would get us up, hey up, hey up. We'd get up and we'd make, mud with straw and water and mix it, slosh around in it, and it was the covering for our home. And it was a wonderful experience, and my father made the furniture for our home. So it was very much a family project.